just thought was, thinking about a workshop, bringing your awareness into your hands. I'm thinking, close your eyes, take some deep breaths. I like to take like 3 really good deep breaths, like apparently you're supposed to fill up your belly first, and your chest afterwards, like filling up the full capacity. Because when you breathe up here in your chest, it's shallow breathing versus down here. You can send the air down there. It's nice. So I like to take 3 good breaths, and then my eyes, I was just doing this with my eyes closed. Y'all saw me, but I try to feel from my hands. Try to feel from your hands. Like, feel your hands. What do they feel like? My hands feel like, right now, almost like a ringing. I felt like I want to say the word tingly, but it's not like tingly. It just feels like a ringing. Like a very steady pulse. Beating, which feels almost like a ringing. Feel if you feel hard enough, it's almost like you can feel, or it's not almost, it is, that you can feel your heartbeat. And obviously it's because you're still in your body, so you can just really perceive a lot of things, but if you can feel your heart beating in particular places. Like just now with my hand on my leg, I could feel it on the back of my hand, resting against my thigh. My heartbeat, like, a little beat. And we're sitting here feeling like the air is empty, or feeling like there's nothing here because I can do this. But as I sit here with my hands like this, they're full of stuff. And it feels like a pulsing, strong pulsing over here by my right index and middle finger, by the webbing part of it, near the webbing. Feels like I can feel the surface of my hand, my palm, like the length of it. I can feel that stretch down my wrists into my forearms. It turns. There's so much turning to make this turn. So, yeah, that's how I bring my awareness into my hands. I'm going to do this at workshops because I feel like I said that. The first time I heard that, I was like, okay, that makes sense, and I could do it. But this was the first time, I think, that I've really sat here and just... I thought about it, and it came to me naturally as a way to teach it. I was teaching myself how to do it versus just experiencing it. I don't know. Or I guess I do know. I just said it. Have a wonderful evening. I have 4 videos to make up since I didn't post for of the days. But I think it's been 30 days. I didn't tell anybody, but it's really going to be 100 days of me posting. I did this thing back in the day called the 100 Days of Happy. It really changed how I identified and who I was. I posted every day for 100 days on Instagram about something that made me happy. It could be anything. And it was the first time I think I was really truly intentional about my day and having to really sit and think back and like what made me happy today and what kind of, I should do that. I will do that. I will be, okay. So many great ideas. Okay. Very excited. Sending you all such wonderful, wonderful, great energy. It's nice to revel in things. Also, I read a quote. Want to share it with you before I go. Don't remember the quote. But I'll give you the gist of it. It was essentially, it was like, you need to be able to think big. And then the energy behind it was think big, and then you have to be able to, when you're making a 3-year plan to a year plan or a 12-month plan to a 90-day plan, like you want to start with a vision that is really big, and then you want to see like how you can break it down so it becomes smaller. You make it smaller, and then you act even smaller. Like everyday actions is going to make the 90-day thing everyday action is going to make the 90-day thing happen, but then 90 days is going to make the year happen, and then the year is definitely going to make 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, so it's important it's all about taking daily action, and that's something I've been thinking about, and I really appreciate YouTube being a space that I can do that. And I'm shifting into being a lot more aware and conscious and intentional about how I'm developing this channel. So all of this from bringing that awareness down into the body. It's important. I've been so separated from the meat suit, the meat bag, as I used to call it. Thank you all. Have a wonderful evening.